सोचना कोई तेरे खातिर न जिया है. Hello everyone. कुछ दिनों से okay for people who are not from India, so maybe I should just speak in English rather. So what's very interesting is how um, how the different kind of content, like, no, I'm sorry, the same content uh, behaves differently when it comes to YouTube. It's very interesting to see because like I have the same content uploaded on different channels, and then I see various different kind of reactions. Like one of the videos are getting hundreds and thousands of views, and then the same video on a different channel is getting zero views, and then another channel is getting one view. So it's very very fascinating and very interesting to see. uh, like it's funny, as well as also it tells you that you are just one video away from uh, achieving success when it comes to social media platforms and platforms like YouTube or Instagram, to for example. I think there are some obvious triggers for sure when it comes to virality, but if you stay consistent with just posting content without compromising on the quality, things can just shoot up at any moment, at any point in time. You never know. That's all I want to say, and that's the all the gyan you're gonna get today about YouTube. But here we are. We were doing the JavaScript uh, lesson, and we are on the 106th, 107th lesson. 173 is the target, so we'll finish it off today positively. So after your current weapon, use the concatenation operator to set the text dot inner text to a string. Use hold a, then the current weapon and a string. It's very simple. So all you have to do is set the text uh, inner text. Use hold a. Then we have a plus sign of current weapon. Then another plus sign, and you put a full stop. That's it. By the way, how many of you, if you're watching it right now in any form, be it live or uh, as a recorded form, how many of you have ever like done JavaScript in your life? And if you have done, and if you're still watching me, why are you watching me then? Like, is it just me who kind of keeps forgetting things after learning, or is it just a normal thing for people to, like a human thing to just learn something very deeply, excel at it, and then forget it after a few months or few years maybe? Now use the plus equals operator to add the string in the inventory you have, and the contents of inventory to the text in a text. Um, okay. We'll have uh, so for people who are watching, this is the logic behind it. It's like here it says you sold a, then the current weapon from this inventory shifted. Like once you have shifted the array, that value is here. The leftover value, basically the leftover items in the array, and then we have a dot. And now this sentence here would be added. Like this will be plus plus equals. Now we'll add a sentence after this statement, which is this one. In your inventory you have, and the contents of inventory to the, then we have a concatenation, and then we'll do inventory. So the inventory is inventory as it is. So inventory, this is the array which where we have shifted the element out of it, and the leftover element will be printed out here. So to the inner text, make sure to include the space at the beginning and end of the this. Yes, we have done it. So should work. It does. So if I go to store, we have buy weapon, we have buy bought weapon. Now go to town square. I think I'm doing something wrong. Sell weapon. I'm not seeing the sell weapon option, but use an else statement to run when the inventory length is not more than one. So we'll do else. So this was the first statement, which is more than one. So this is by default the less than one condition. So we'll set the text, inner text equals don't sell your only weapon. And we have the mandatory ads over here. हमेशा आते हैं ये ads. Yes, ads is done. We are back. So now you can start the code to fight the monsters. To keep your code organized, your fight dragon function has been moved for you to be near the other fight functions. We now have the function update, function go town, go store, go cave, buy health, buy weapon, sell weapon, fight slime, fight beast, and fight dragon. So below your weapons array, so this is your weapons array, define a monsters variables and assign it an array. So we are to define it monsters variable and assign it an empty array, I guess. Uh, Set the array to have three objects, no, each with a name, level, and health properties. Okay, okay, okay. So we'll go from here to next page, next line, I mean, sorry. And it should have a name property. Then we should have a level and uh, health. Name, level, health, and it should have three objects here. So we can put a comma, and we can simply copy this three times. Second, third, and the third one shouldn't have comma. Now we need the names. The first one is slime. So it's called slime 2. Uh, it has 2 as level, and health is 15. The second one is named fanged beast, Fanged, yes, Bast. Okay, and level is 8 and health is 60. Third one is named Dragon, level is 20 and health is 300. You should use const to clear the monster variable. Okay. The monster variable is not changing. Once you have put it in const, there is no change to the variable anymore. So fighting each type of monster will use similar logic. Create an empty function. So we'll do the function go fight, which will take some variables or not, and then this is the function. So in your fight slime function, set the fighting equal to 0. So we have to put the fighting equals 0. The index of so fighting has the fighting been defined outside as a global variable? Yes, we have a fighting variable already. So fighting is 0. Uh, the slime index of slime in the monster array to 0 the index of slime in the monster array. Okay. So we will put monsters 0 to do 0th index basically of the slime in the monsters array. So if I look at the wait, if I look at the monsters array, the monsters array, so the 0th element of the monster array is the name slime, I guess. So is it should I put the name or should I just put monsters 0? Okay, I'll stick to monsters 0. Um, okay. And then we have remember that you already declared fighting earlier in your code, so do not let our const. Yes, on the next line, call the go fight function. So we'll just call the go fight function. So you should set fighting equal to 0. So we should just set it to 0. Okay. I just complicated the problem in my head for some reason. Following the same pattern as the flight sign. Following the same pattern as the fight slime function, use that code in the fight beast and fight dragon functions. My um, sorry, my arm was hurting out of nowhere for some reason, but we're back. Following the same pattern as the fight slime function, use that code in the fight beast and fight dragon function. Remember the beast is at index 1 and the dragon is at, so we can just copy it here from here, the fight beast, and also remove the console log from the fight type. So we'll just remove this and replace it with this one. And all you have to do is put this as 1 and this as 2. That is the requirement, and yes, you are correct. At the end of the code, create two empty functions named attack and dodge. So we'll do two functions, function attack, which is empty, and then we put a colon, go to the next line, put a function named dodge, and the curly braces, the function itself, and we are good to go. Add a new object to the end of the locations array. Um, um, Add a new object to the end of the locations array. Okay, so we'll just go here, put a comma, and put a curly braces, and now we have a new object here. Um, Following the same properties as the rest of the objects, set the name. It's the same property, so we can just copy the format at least, and then change the variables, change the value of the variables accordingly. The name is fight, so we'll just put here fight fight. Um, Then we have button text to an array with attack, dodge, and run. So we have attack, dodge, and run. We have attack, dodge, and run. Okay. And the button functions to an array with attack, dodge, and go down. Attack, dodge, and go down is already there, so there's no need to change that. Um, and text to you are fighting a monster. We'll just copy this string as it is, and we'll put it right here. And our code was pretty simple to execute, so no surprise there. Yes. So in the go fight function, call your update function with the fourth object in the locations as an argument. We are going to call the update function, and the argument is with the fourth object in the locations argument. So locations with the fourth object in here. Fourth object should be denoted by the third item in the array, I guess. I hope this is correct. Yes, it is correct. Then we have below your update call, set the monster health. We have to put the monster health to be the health of the current monster. You can get this value by accessing the below your update function, set the monster health to be the, so we have to set here monster health. I hope the variable have been declared earlier. Monster health, yes, it has. Monster health here. Okay, you can get this value by assessing the health property of monster fighting with dot notation. So we'll just put health dot monsters with the fighting. Monsters, FIGHT, I think it should be. There's some, you should assign the variable of monsters fighting to the monster health variable. Uh, Try to do some spelling mistake. We have MONSTERSFIGHTING, and we have used the dot notation. Should I use the dot notation before only, na? Or something like the array dot something, or um, should be name dot the array, right? Or what am I doing wrong? I just need an example. I won't see no examples, but let's reverse the format just in case. Yes, so I was doing the wrong format. It should be the first the array and then the value inside the object of the array. Moving ahead, we have by default the HTML element that shows the monster stats has been hidden with CSS. Okay, when the player clicks the fight dragon button, the monster stat should be displayed. So you can accomplish this by using the style and display properties on the monster stats elements. Style property is used to assess the inline style of an element, and display property is used to set the visibility of an element. Okay. Here is an example of how to update the style display for a paragraph element. So const paragraph equal to document dot query selector p paragraph style display equals block. So we are creating a constant paragraph with which is basically a variable and setting it to the selecting the query like the paragraph elements and setting it setting that query selector to the variable. Then we are taking the variable, putting the style and the display to block. To display the monsters element by updating the display and property of the style property to block. So we just have to do a display the monster. First we have to define a constant, I guess. Display the monster stats element by updating the display and style property to block. So we have to put a constant. What should I put a constant? On um, monster stats equals document query selector should be p. It's not p. It's we actually had hidden the. We have monster stats. Okay, this is the monster stats. We have hashtag monster stats. So just copy this, go here, and rather than writing p, we just put hashtag monster stat. Now the next line, all you have to do is put monster stats dot style display equals wait display equals block. Yes, we were correct in the very first attempt. We are on 190 and we have around 160. We still have 40 more problems to go through. So now you will need to update the text for the current monster's name and health. So we need to update the text for the current monster's name and health. So start by assigning monsters fighting dot name to the inner text property of the monster name. So we'll just go here and put monster name dot inner text equals monsters fighting dot name, um, and we have then assigned monster health to the inner text property of monster health text. Monster health text dot inner text equals monster health of the monster fighting. Shouldn't it that be? Oh, monster health have already been defined. Okay, I'm sorry. So can just yeah, it works. Now you can build the attack function. First update the text message to say the monster name attacks, replacing the monster name with the name of the monster. Remember, you can use the concatenation operator for sure. So first we update the text message. So we have to update the inner text. So we'll do the inner text of the display. So um wait, let me button one text dot inner text now. I also we have text dot inner text equals so we'll put the space plus the monster name plus space attacks dot. The monster name would be name of the monster. So what is the name of the monster? The name of the monster is monsters fighting dot name. This exactly this thing. Yes, we are correct. Now on a new line use the addition assignment operator to add the string this to the text. So we'll put text dot inner text plus plus equals uh, you tag it with the weapon, and here we have another double quote. Here we'll have a double quote, put a plus, put a plus, it's a colon, and in the weapon section we have to replace it with the player's current weapon, right? uh, Additionally, remember that we have started the sentence with a space, that's fine. So now we have to set the weapon. So in the weapon segment we have cell weapon. So current weapon is this. So that is in internal function by weapon function by health. uh, I think the variable is weapon, I guess. Weapons. So we have weapons. We'll put weapons. Weapons. We have in the weapon variable we have two two variables now. So we'll put something like weapons dot something. So weapons dot name, the current basically. If I put, or should I do anything else? Fight piece, fight slime, sell weapon, buy weapon, buy health, go cave, go town, update location. Uh, yeah, I think I'll just go with weapons dot name. Something tells me this is going to be a mistake, but it should be current weapon or something like that. You know? But let's see. So yeah, current weapon index. So weapons dot current weapon index. See, I told you. Current weapon index. Now this should work. वो आपको आवाज नहीं आ रही साद हियर हेलो साद सॉरी आवाज नहीं आ रहा था तो बिकॉज जो माइक्रोफोन है उसको मैंने हाथ में पकड़ा हुआ नहीं बिकॉज आई एम टाइपिंग विद बोथ माय हैंड्स दैट्स व्हाई बट थैंक यू फॉर पॉइंटिंग दैट आउट सो आई होप अभी आ रहा होगा आपको आवाज इफ देयर इज नो improvement then let me know because मुझे यहाँ पे दिख रहा है कि the voice is pretty loud now. शायद मैंने माइक पे ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया. So okay, next set health to equals next set health to equal health minus the monster's level. So we have to set the health uh, to equal health minus the monster's level. So we'll just put minus equals monster's level. So remember you can get this from monster fighting dot level. Okay, it's given. वरना मुझे दिमाग लगाना पड़ रहा था, तो इसको कॉपी कर सकते हैं हम. Let's see if it works. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. Hi Praveen, thank you. Uh, now it's okay. थोड़ा हो गया क्या था कि जो माइक था वो तो मेरे यहाँ पे लेबल माइक है ना, तो लगा हुआ है, वो थोड़ा हट गया था, इसलिए it was rather than taking my voice, it was cancelling my voice. So अभी ठीक है, अभी सही जगह पे है, तो होपफुली अभी आवाज आएगा आपको. Set monster health to monster health minus the power of the player's current weapon. So we'll put monster monster. आप लोग by the way, monster by the way, have you guys ever done like JavaScript इससे पहले? जस्ट क्यूरियस, क्योंकि मेरे फीड पे बहुत लोग आते हैं जो लोग जावास्क्रिप्ट करके आ रहे हैं, दे आर जस्ट हियर. मतलब बहुत तरह के लोग आते हैं, बट ऐसे लोग भी आते हैं जो कि जावास्क्रिप्ट में ऑलरेडी काम कर रहे हैं, दे आर वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स, एंड उनको बस अपने जो स्किल्स है उसको थोड़ा ब्रश अप करना होता है, इसलिए दे आर live with me. So is it the case, Praveen, Saad, if you are still here? Okay. We have monster health to the monster minus the power of the player's current weapon. So the way we can access it is current weapons current weapon index dot power. So that is correct. Now we have the math object in JavaScript contains static properties and methods for mathematical constants and functions. So one of those is math dot random. Okay, which generates a random number from 0 inclusive to 1 exclusive. Okay, so it will put 0 but it won't take 1. So from 0 to 0.9999 anything, and it's a random number, so it could be, hopefully it could be decimal as well. So another is math.floor, which rounds a given number down to the nearest integer. Okay, so using these functions you can generate a random number within a range. For example, this generates a random number between 1 and 5. So we have math.floor with a argument that's taken, like, this is the function and it's taking an argument of math.random with no argument. Basically it's generating something between 0 and 1, multiplying that with 5, and so we are with around something, and then we are doing it float. So uh, we are making it the nearest whole number, and because we are trying to generate it from 1 to 5, a plus 1 have been added. If it would have been 0 to 4, we wouldn't have needed the plus 1, because if for example let's say the math random function generates 0.001 and multiplied by that would be 0.005, the closest uh, whole number, the closest round number basically would be 0, and we need the number between 1 to 5, so 0 won't work, so we need 0 plus 1, that is 1. The same thing with 4. uh, okay, following this pattern, use the addition operator to add a random number between 1 and the value of xp to your monster health current weapon dot power. So we are two. So we have the monster health minus equals weapons current weapon index dot power set to the monsters. Okay. So what we have to do is use the addition operator to add a random number between two yours. So we have to add it over here. Um, so we'll just add it over here only now. Or we can add it in the next line as well. But as I said, we add it to your this sentence, so we'll add it here. So use the addition operator to add a random number between. So we have to put a random number. So wait, uh, capital M math dot random um, random number between 1 and the value of xp. So does it takes two variables, 1 and xp, so it will generate between 0 to 1 anyway. then we can multiply that. So if I take this as a bracket, and now try to multiply this with, could be from 1 to xp, so that won't work. We need a, will this take two values, 1 and xp? Let me check. So can I just put 1 comma xp, will that work? The value of xp to your value of xp, how is the value of xp have been defined previously? We have the variable xp defined. Xp text we have, yes, do have xp. um okay, let's check. No, so you should use the math.floor function. So we also need the math.floor function, something like this. So we'll do math.floor, then we put a bracket around. This will generate, if I don't put any argument in here in between, this will generate something between 0 to 1, and the nearest whole number would be either 0 or 1. But now we can uh, fix it by multiplying it with something. So should I multiply with xp? Can try. Uh, okay. Yes, it is correct. So we have to multiply it with xp. Mm, front end dev. Saad says he's a front end developer. Nice, Saad. How long have you been working, by the way? Okay, and now we have update the health text dot inner text and monster health text dot inner text to equal health and monster health. Okay, it's pretty easy. So we'll have to do just health text dot inner text equals health, and we have monster health text dot inner text equals monster health. Simple. Add an if statement to check if the health is less than or equal. So we are just put uh, it is called the loop. It is, if it is called the lose function. Okay, so we have to put if the check is if the health is less than or equals 0, and then we have to call the lose function. So we are calling the lose function like this. Yes, that is correct. um okay, honestly it's taking more time than I expected, by the way. So you can make an else statement conditional by using else if. uh yes. So at the end of the if statement, add an else if. So we'll put else if um, statement to check if monster health is. So we are put here monster health is less than or equal to 0. So monster health is less than or equal to 0. Then we put a curly braces in your else if statement, called the defeat monster function. So defeat monster. At the end of your code, create the defeat monster and lose functions, of course. So function, we have defeat monster. Uh, yes, and we have the function here. Empty functions, but yeah, we do have functions. And we have lose function with the curly braces. Done. Now we have inside the dodge function set text dot inner text. So we'll put here text dot inner text equals to the string, this string. uh, you dodge the attack from the monster. So here we'll put a plus sign and replace the monster with the name of the monster using the name property. So monster name would be monsters fighting dot name, this one. Yes. In your defeat monster function, set gold equal to gold plus the monster's level. So we have to set here set gold equals to gold plus. So we'll just put plus equals um, gold plus monster's level monster's level times 6.7. So okay, that's a very specific number though. Into 6.7. Is an example of setting num to num plus 5 into 8. So we have num to 5.8. Okay, now we have to round the result down. We can just wrap this entire thing into floor. Yes, we are correct. Set xp to xp plus the monster's level. You have to set xp plus xp monster's level. So set this. Now update gold text and XP text to display the updated values. Okay, so we'll do gold text, inner text. I don't think inner text is required. Gold text, gold, XP text is equal to XP. I was doing correct. Should have an inner text. Inner text dot inner text. Finish the defeat monster function by calling the update function with locations 4 as the argument. Calling the update function, we'll put update locations 4, and that's it. So your locations array doesn't have a fifth element, so location 4 does not work for sure. Add a new object at the end of the locations array following the same instructions as the above object, set name, kill monster, all that. So we'll just copy this, put a comma at the end, next line, copy paste. Name would be kill monster, copy paste here, kill monster. Button text would be go town square, go to town square, go to town square, go to town square. Button functions to array with 3 go town variables. We have go town 3 times, copy, comma, go down, comma, go down. And the text would be the monster screams arg as it dies, you gain experience points and find gold. Works. As work arg should have quotes around it. Besides escaping quotes, there is another way you can include quotation marks inside a string. Change the double quotes around the string, the monster as is, whatever you experience and find to a single quote, then add a double quote again. Okay, got it. So we have to change the this as single quote, and then we put the arc element as double quote. It should be here. Yes, it works now. After a monster is defeated, the monster stat box should no longer display. So on the first line of the update function, use uh, monster style display to change to display value to none. So monster stats dot style dot style dot display value to none. Monster stats dot style dot display equals, what did I do wrong? Some spelling mistake probably. We have monsterstats dot style dot display to none. What's the problem? Copy it from here, paste it here. Still a problem. We have the monster stats dot style dot display, and the value of it has been set to none. Where is the problem? Where am I going wrong, guys? It's pretty simple. We'll have to so on the first line of the update function, the very first line of the update function, this monster stats dot style dot display needs to change to none, to change the display value to none. Exactly what that is, exactly what I have done. Where's the problem? Okay, we'll have to use a string. So none is not a very god. I thought it's a property like we use block. That's like that. Now it will work. Now we have in the lose function call the update function. So we have to call the update function here. Pass in the sixth object of the location. So we have to pass the sixth object in the locations. Since W is denoted by 5 for sure, and we haven't created it. We'll have to create it now again. At the end of the code, create a restart function. Restart function, and we forgot to write the function thing. Yeah, function restart function. Inside this function, set xp to 0. So we are going to do the next line. Xp is 0. Health is 100. health is 100, gold is 50, current weapon index is 0, inventory is set to an array with the string stick. Also update the inner text properties of gold text, health text, and XP text to the current values. So we'll put gold text inner text equal to gold, uh, health text dot inner text equals health, XP text inner text equals XP. Finally, call the go town function. Yes, we are correct. So 80% of the entire assignment we have done, but we are still left with 20%. So let's do it. In the locations array, add another object with the set, then name, one text, one function, and text same format. So we'll just copy it from here and put it here. Name would be losing, basically you lost, and button text to array with 3 replay strings. So we'll just put copy, go here, put replay, 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 and we have button functions to an array with 3 restart variables. So we'll put restart, 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 and set the text to you die. You die. What is that? In our latest tip, you will update the code for this emoticon text to properly display on the proper. Acha, acha. So we'll just put you die like this. Okay. You should have 6 values in the locations array. Do I not have 6 values in the location array? What's the mistake? So now back to your attack function inside the else if block. Yes, we have else if block. Create another if and else statement. So inside the else if we have a if else statement. So we are if small bracket, then we have this, and on the next statement we have else this. Okay. Inside the else if block, create another if else button. If the player is fighting the dragon, fighting would be 2. Call the win game function, move the defeat monster call to the else block. So here we are to put the defeat monster this inside here. We have to move it in here. Okay, and in the inside the else, if we have fighting the dragon, fighting would be 2. So if fighting equal equal to, call the win game function. So we have to call the win game function, which does not exist, I guess, yet. But yeah, so move the operator this. For the save, you will need to use the script quality operator to fighting. Exactly, I have done it already. We are done with 81% of the problem. In order for this emoticon text to display properly on the page, you will need to use the inner HTML property. The inner HTML property allows you to access or modify the content inside your HTML element using JavaScript. Here's an example: updating the content for this paragraph element using the inner HTML property. So we have, this is the paragraph. The code is query selector of demo ID dot inner HTML is equal to hello inner HTML. So here this paragraph, the function change will change to this paragraph will change to hello in HTML. Okay, interesting, very interesting. Query selector, and then we are okay, cool. So the update function change the, where is the update function? Update function. Okay, we are in the update function right now. Okay, cool. Change the text dot inner text. Yes, to text dot inner HTML. Oh no. Locate this is what's changing inner. This is what's changing HTML. Yes. Now we are after the lose function. Create a function called win game. We have to create the okay, not all caps. Function win game, and we have the curly braces up inside the win game function. Call the update function. We have to call the update function with the array, I guess. Yeah, locations of 6. Add another object in the locations array, and definitely should have the same values I propose. Okay. Everything should be the same as the lose object, except the name should be win. This should be win, and the text should be you defeat this. This is whatever. We'll just uh, this should be this. While your game is feature complete at this stage, there are things you can do to make it more fun and engaging. To get started, you will give monsters a dynamic attack value inside your attack function. Change your health minus equals to health minus equals get monster attack value monster fighting dot level. So we'll just copy this inside the attack function health minus equals. So we have health minus equals monster fighting level. This one, this is where it changes. This sets the health equal to health minus the return value of the get monster attack value function and passes the level of the monster as an argument. Okay. Your attack function, create an empty function named function get monster attack value. It should take level as a parameter. We have to take level as a parameter. The attack of the monster will be based on the monster's level and the player's XP. So in the get monster attack value function, use constant to create a variable hit. Const hit. Assign it the equation. We can assign it here right away. Hit equals assign the equation. This equation level into 5 minus math floor of. Okay. This will set the monster's attack to 5 times their level. Yes, minus a random number between 0 and XP of the player. Log the value of hit to the console to see you using debugging. Remember that you can do this console log. Yeah, I know that. So what I'll do is console log hit. In the previous projects, we learned how to work with the return keyword to return a value from a function like this. Use the return keyword to return the value of hit at the end of the function. So we'll do return hit. Simple as that. If you play the game in its current state, you might notice a bug. If your XP is high enough, the get monster attack value function will return a negative number, which will actually add to your total health when fighting a monster. You can fix this issue by using a ternary operator to ensure negative values are not returned. The ternary operator is a conditional operator and can be used as a one-line if-else statement. The syntax is condition, expression if true, expression if false. This is an example of returning a value using an if-else statement and a refactored example of cha-cha. So we have if score is greater than 0, return score, else return default score. So here would be return score 0 or score default value. We are always returning score either if it's 0, if it's 0, or if it's not 0, then we are returning score equals default value. In the monster attack value, change return hit to a ternary operator that returns hit if, so we have to put return hit is fine, is greater than 0. Okay, question mark. Then we have or returns 0 if it is not. So we have to put hit is 0. Yes, we are correct. And this ad is back again uh, for all the right reasons, because we are almost about to be finished with this project right here. So in your attack function, find the line of code that updates the monster health variable and place it within a if block with a condition that calls the isMonsterHit function. So find the line of code that updates the monster health. So we have inner text, health, get monster's attack value, monster firing this. So this is the line where it updates the monster health, and place it within an if. We have to place this thing. within an if function, if variable. So if that calls the is monster hit function. Is monster hit. Call the Yeah, I think that is exactly what I have done. Where's the problem? Copy it here, paste it here. Okay, so let me cut it off and put it right here. This colon is causing the issue. That calls the function. Right now, should I put two braces here? Yes, okay. So add an else statement to the first if inside your attack function. Else the else statement use the plus equals operator to add the text you miss to the end of the text dot inner text. So we'll put uh, just go to next line text dot inner text inner text plus equals space you miss dots, no space. Yes, you're correct. Now create the is monster function. So we will create the function uh, with is monster hit forever. So I'll just whatever the problem I'm causing, this should be here. This return a boolean value true or false to be used in your if statement. So return the result of the comparison. This we are to return. The player should hit if either math random is greater than dot 2 or if the player's health is less than 20. So at the end of your return statement, use the logical or operator and check if health is less than 20. So here we will put or operator and check if health is less than 20. The logical or operator will use the first value if it is true, that is any part of null and false, otherwise it is used. Yeah, I think I'm correct. Yeah. Now on every attack, there should be a chance that the player's weapons break. At the end of the attack function, add an if statement with the condition math random this. So very end, we'll put if math random dot one. So yes, you're correct. Use the plus equals operator to add your weapon breaks with a space in front of your and to the end of text dot inner text. Weapon. Replace weapon with the last item in the inventory array using inventory pop. Now remember that the increment operator can be used to increase a variable's value by 1. There is also a decrement operator that can be used to decrease a variable's value by 1. Uh, okay. So decrement the value of current weapon index in your if statement after you update the text. So we'll just copy this here. We'll go here and we'll put minus minus. That's it. We don't want a player's only weapon to break. The logical and operator checks if two statements are true. Use the logical and operator and to add a second condition to your if statement. The player's weapon only should break if inventory length does not equals 1. So we have to put right here, put and the inventory length not equals 1. Length is not equals 1. Now you can add a small Easter egg hidden feature to your game. Create a new function called function with Easter egg, which calls the update function. Update with locations number 7. Create a empty pick function with a parameter named guess, and then we have create two new functions, pick 2 and function pick 8. Inside each of those, call the pick function pick and pass either 2 or 8 as argument depending on the function's name. So we'll do 2 and here we'll put pick 8. Should work. Add another object to your locations array, of course. We'll just copy this, put it here. Name should be Easter egg. Button text should be 2 8 go to town square. The 2 8 we have Go to town square. Set button functions to an array with the variables pick 2, pick 8, go down. You should have go down, pick 8, pick 2. And the text, this is a very long text, I'm going to copy. You find a secret game. Pick a number above 10 numbers will be randomly chosen between 0 and 10. If the number you choose matches one of the random numbers, you win. Acha. Yes. What did I do? Mistake? No, 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 no. Pick 2, pick 8, go down, pick 8, pick 2. PickTwo, Pickeight, and GOTOWN. Uh, hmm. Everything seems correct though. Okay, it's the win command, I guess. No. Oh, we also have a. Will this cause a problem? I don't think so. Does this? So let's check. Could be a problem, huh? Um, there was some kind of spelling mistake or something, I guess. Inside your while loop, push a random number between 0 to 10 to the end of the numbers array. Of the while loop, set text.innerText equals to end of the. I think this is the last step of the probe challenge. At the end of the string, before the final quote, insert the new line escape character. This new line. Oh, inside, not outside. Oh, come on. We are still left with some steps, I guess. If I go here, not here. We're almost done. Previous project, you learned how to work with for loops like this. For did I equal to 0, I less than 5. Iterate I by adding 1 to I every step. So for loops are declared with three expressions separated by semicolons. Where A is the initialized expression, B is the condition, and C is the final expression. In this step, create a for loop where I is initialized for 0. Loop run as long as I is less than 10 and I is incremented by 1. After each iteration using the incrementer plus plus. We have to create a for loop, but not inside the function, right? We have to, or should I create inside the function? Outside, no. The for loop I is equals 0, I less than 10, and I is plus plus. Oh, I'm using comma. It should be colon. Okay. Here, Okay. Oh, damn it. So it should be first thing, it should be inside. Second is I have not declared the variable I. So yeah, that's it, right? Now you can write the logic to run in the loop inside your for loop. Use the plus equals operator to add to the text dot inner text. So we'll just first write text dot inner text equals no plus equals add the number, at the index I of the numbers array using numbers dot I. So we have to add numbers I, then add a new line using the escape sequence we used earlier. So we'll put a new line. Oh, that is done. After that, new line like this. You should use compound assignment to add the end of text dot inner text. Okay, we need a plus in here. So the dot includes method determines how much more is left. I thought we are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have left with 5. Okay. So we are left with like 5 now, and we are at like 166, and there are 66 or 68. We are at 169, and 173 is the end, right? 173. So we have 69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 5 left. So the dot includes method determines if an array contains an element and will return either true or false. So here's an example of dot include syntax. So we have constant array, numbers array, then we have a constant number. So if the numbers array dot includes the number, then console log the number is in the array. Okay. Function is dot include. So does an array include something? So after your for loop, add an if statement. So uh, here we'll add an if statement to check if the guess is in the numbers array. We'll check numbers dot includes the guess. You can use the dot includes method to check if the numbers contains this, and yeah, and once again we have this add. You have to wait a little. We have inside the if statement at the string right you win 20 gold. So here we'll put first we'll text dot inner text equals right you win 20 gold. Also add 20 to the value of gold and update the gold text or inner text. So we'll put so first we'll put gold plus equals 20. Then we'll change the gold text dot inner text equals gold. Or you should use compound assignment to add the string right you into row to the end of the text. Okay. 171. So now add else statement inside this one. Okay, this text to the so here we'll have to first add else. Next line text dot inner text equals this wrong you lose 10 health to the end of the means we need a plus equals subtract 10 from the health. The next line will minus minus equals 10 from the health and update health text dot inner text equals health. We are almost finished. There's just 72 and one more 73. Since you subtracted health from the player, you need to check if the player's health is less than or equal to 0. So if it is, call the lose function. So we check its place. So we have to check inside here if the health is less than or equals to 0, then we are going to call the lose function. Lose. Yes, correct. And the very last step, finally, looking at your kill monster object, button functions currently has three go down variables. If I look at the button function has go down, go down, yes. Go down, go down, go down, and go down function, yes. Replace the third one with Easter egg. So here we can change it with Easter egg. This is how a player will access the hidden feature of the game. Do not change the button text because button text should say go to town square. With this, your RPG game is complete. You can now play around and can you defeat the dragon? I actually played around at the very beginning, so I won't play around anymore. Took a long time to finish this, but well worth it. So we are now done with this very long, this one, third one. No, not third one. This. Why are we on HTML? Oh God, JavaScript. Yes, this one. We did it right. You'll have to pass it or what? You have to see the ad. I was trying to avoid the ad. We are done now, but we'll have to see the ad. If I click now, there's an ad will come. See? So whatever be it, we finished it one way or another. And thank you for tuning in. We will continue later because right now it's too late and I haven't had my dinner. So I'll have my dinner and maybe today or maybe tomorrow we'll again start with this new project, which is debugging is the process of going through your code, finding any issues and fixing them. In this project, you will help CamperBot build a random background color changer and help them find and fix errors. Let me Just look at the problem. So random background color changer. This is the hex code, and if I click, it will change the background color and also the hex code right here. So we are changing the inner text right here, and we are of course changing the, so on click there's a function and changing the background, which is the CSS property, using the uh, document function. You know, that's the project. We just have 4 steps right here, so it should be done very soon, very quickly. uh, no, not 4 steps, sorry, we have 8 steps. Then we have a very something lengthy calorie counter. Then we have one more small problem. Then we have a building a music player, which is cool. The first thing I remember back in 2017 when I first launched my first own website. I wanted to make it uh, India's first music blog where people could post music of their own, indie musicians, and for that I need a music player. I had no idea that it needs a lot of space and all that. I had no clue of that, but I did posted that project on Fiverr and got lost some 500 rupees or something because the project was so shitty. I think I did it on Fiverr or freelancer because I didn't had a credit card that could pay like $5, so I had to go for an Indian version, freelancer or truelancer or something, where I could pay with Indian money, and I did, and that was the project I got, which was very bad. And now we are to code a MP3 player using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So we are going to fundamental concepts of handling audio playback, managing a playlist, implementing deep play, pause, next, previous, and shuffle functionalities. You will even learn how to dynamically update your user interface based on the current song. Pretty neat. That's what we have, and then we have our first certification project, which is definitely not going to be easy, I'm sure, because it is JavaScript you're talking about. And then from there on, we have one more project, and another project, and another project, and this is the final project. 5 projects. So more or less, we are on the right path. Just we have to continue, and we should get there. So this is Dibakar signing off for today, and we will be back very soon. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. Have a uh, good sleep, good night, everything.